Good evening. Welcome to Metaphysical Today. I'm Aeson and Master Psychic of the US. And of course, I'm with Premier Master Psychic, Tarot Reader, and, medium herself, Hazel Firefly. How are you, darling?
Bloody sweltering.
Oh, I know, but at least we're not in Melbourne, Australia, right?
Well, true. I just can't cope with the heat.
I know, but we can't cope with the cold either.
Your cold is like our summer.
Understandable. Well, your normal summer.
Oh. Hi, Shannon.
Hello, Shannon. How are you, darling? Pink hands to you. All right. Oh, what a week, and it ain't even started. So you want to hear my boo-boos and what has occurred and what really is like, oh my fucking gods?
Come on, tell me.
Okay, so psychic the plans we sit down. I have a lovely new schedule. It was 49 hours. Much less than I'm
Shit.
used to working.
Right, okay.
I forgot an event. Totally forgot an event. Last week I had a DJ, an owner of another Sims, come to me and go, "Can you come DJ at my Sims?" And I'm like, "Sure. I just got to find the time. I'll let you know." Pick the time. He has two parties literally at the same time I was going to do a party. Can't do that. So we had to rework the schedule. We're at like 40 hours exact. I'm going to have a blast this week. I will be at Pagan Pride Central, West Virginia. I'm also teaching a class there. Your grandmother was a witch. Get over it.
Oh, hi, Brenda. Oh my God, it's going to be one of those shows.
It's going to be one of those weeks, honey. Just prep it up. You're going to get an IM from me going, "I'm insane. What was I thinking?" And oh God, this is so fun.
So what happened with the missing day calendar?
I changed calendar systems. I don't have time for them to research, fix it. It's time to go. Nope. Time for a new one. And I actually went back to an old one that I really enjoyed, but they stopped making. So I went, let me pull out my old planner. I'm looking for this piece. I'm looking for this, and then put it all together.
Well, we always do a month reveal on my calendar, don't we?
Uh-huh.
Well, this month, this is going to make you really happy then. Oh, let me get it off the hook. It says, where do
Read
we?
it.
Not today, motherfuckers.
You know what my
And down,
affirmation for this week is?
go on.
Try me.
And down the bottom, it says, prove those motherfuckers wrong.
Exactly. Oh, Mercury is in the microwave, and he's starting to boil a little. Like we've already hit the 30-second.
No, we can't say that.
What?
Because we know what happens.
Mercury goes into retrograde. We have technical issues. I lose my mind and scream at the top of my lungs, and my neighbors think I finally lost it.
I mean, something in my kitchen is going to go bang.
I hope it's just the electric skillet, not the stove. We're tired of you replacing the stove.
I hate retrogrades because they become expensive.
So does full moons.
Piss off.
Oh.
For our viewers that don't know, there's a running joke. Whenever we have a retrograde or a full moon, something always goes in my house and it needs replacing.
Normally her washer. I don't know what she does to a poor washer, but apparently the one they're getting is from, like, I don't know, South Africa or something, made on a Sunday.
I'm sure it was last time it was the dishwasher.
Yes. An appliance I hate.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, I don't find a use for them.
You know what I use them for? I swear by them for cleaning the baby's bottles.
That's about the only thing I can think of is sterilizing the baby bottles. That way you don't have to boil them.
Excuse me, have you seen how technical these baby bottles are now?
No, the last ones I saw, honey, were bent in glass. You throw them in a pot and you just put a little bit of vinegar in there and you boil the hell out of them.
These bottles now, you take the top off as you would with any bottles.
Mm-hmm.
Then you unscrew the bottom.
Okay.
That's got a rubber seal in it.
Mm-hmm.
And like a safety thing. And they're supposed to be anti-colic bottles.
Interesting.
But then, see, I'm one of these. I'll sterilize it then in the unit afterwards as well.
Right. Understandable. No, like those were my baby days. Was glass bottles, rubber nipples, cloth diapers, diaper pins, rubber pants. Yes, I'm old. I've not raised babies, and my youngest is 27.
See. Just crazy how things go.
Right.
My aunt used to have glass or crystal decorations around the house.
That's a way of dusting, I'm telling you.
That's the way, definitely. Definitely. It's crazy.
It's insane. Technology has gone out of whack. All right, guys. So my week's going to be busy, and it's my own damn fault.
No comment.
Uh-huh. So, somebody decided he'd do an experiment for 30 days. He done scripting for 30 days. Well, 80% of 30 days. There was a few days I missed. And my first scripting was, Dear Universe, it was so fun to open up the new station at Sirius XM. It's going to be wonderful playing music and hosting shows.
See, with scripting, I don't script, you know that.
Right. I do.
You know
I'm going to
that.
continue to.
Yeah. For me, it don't appeal to me at all.
Mm-hmm.
I write enough bullshit in my pad by the side of me.
Right. Well, scripting isn't about bullshit. It's about writing out a letter to your future self, basically, of what you want your future self to occur or experiences you want to have.
See, no, I do that. I don't script, I visualize. And that's the way it comes to me.
Right. Well,
and then,
right. Go for it.
But that's why we are unique in the way we do things.
Mm-hmm.
Because you enjoy scripting where I enjoy visualizing.
See, and I do visualization too with it. I mean, because it's a compound thing, because you got to figure out, okay, what do you want?
Yeah.
What do you really want? How do you really want this to happen? And the universe goes, oh, well, this is interesting. Let's put it together.
Yeah.
So let's see. 30 days, I don't know, 60 days ago, Brenda, you keep up with me. I began hosting and just DJing. Little party, 1 or 2 parties in SL, nothing major, no big deal. Now I'm managing a Sims. I'm DJing and hosting a party almost every night. And all the genres, at least 60 days ago. Okay, so I started this at least 60 days ago. And this was a little Sims. Like, we're only a quarter Sims. We maybe have 200 to 300 followers. Nothing major. Now I'm over at one of the longest running, oldest Sims in the world doing a party on Sunday nights. And
I
my
haven't got time.
opposing dark heart.
I just do what I need to do. I visualize that we are. This is the last two houses that I lived in.
Mm-hmm.
Past the one going up a bypass,
Mm-hmm.
and I said I'm going to have one of those houses.
Mm-hmm.
I moved into one. Then one day, I think it was Sean we brought to the hospital, and I was stood by the bus stop because I wasn't driving then, and I looked over the road and I said, I'm going to be living in one of those houses, and that's where I am now and where I'm happy.
Right. It is. Me with the Sims parties is like Shannon with D&D. But at the same time, it's fun. It's actual DJing. Like, there are people that have been hired to go and work in radio from the Sims because you basically running a state. You're doing a you're doing a radio host job,
Yeah.
2 hour blocks. Would I take a radio host job? Yeah, yesterday. I have availability for night shift. I want to be Art Bell's replacement.
You and your night shift.
I'm sorry, honey. I live a vampirial life.
No
Actually,
thanks.
I think I should probably be in Australia. Like, because a lot of my followers are in Australia, and it's like they're having like breakfast right now.
I'm happy with my clients know what I work. If I don't get my sleep in the night, oh my God.
See,
I think my auntie is watching tonight, and she will probably comment and say, I'm an A1 bitch if I don't get my sleep.
right.
But then I suppose that's where we're all different.
Right. I've always been a night person. Like, I think, yeah, it's 7:13 a.m. in Australia. Good morning, Australians. Hope you're having your coffee with us. I would like, I've always been on that time zone since I was like 18. Like you see me at 11 o'clock in the morning or 9 o'clock in the morning or waking up early in the morning. I'm a bitch. I don't sleep at night. I wake up constantly. It's awful.
Sure you haven't got PMT or going through the change?
I'm not due for the change for another 3 years. And yes, I enjoy my steaks salty and salty Pringles with chocolate.
Do you want to hear something funny? Since I've been going through the change, I can't have salt on my food because I heave.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
See, weird and wonderful things our bodies are.
They are, and they get a little adjusted to rhythms. And, those rhythms have to be a lot of vibrational rhythms. Like at night, it's a lot more vibrational, it's a lot more calmer. I can get a lot more done. Like during the day, I get nothing done.
It is strange how different we all do things.
Right. And it's our vibration, it's our, things like, and for me, it was really, my first job was night shift.
It's really strange.
Yeah. Like I graduated high school, which I don't know if that's your university or what. I graduated at 5 p.m. that night. I clocked in at 11 o'clock.
What
and
age
worked
do you
till
leave?
7.
What age do you leave high school?
18.
All right. Now over here, we have nursery.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have reception, which is up until the age of 6, I believe.
Right.
Then we have the junior school, which covers up till the age of 11.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have comprehensive school that will cover up to 16.
Mm-hmm.
After 16, it's a new law over here. It have been for about 4 or 5 years, I think it is. You have to be in full-time education till you're 18.
Mm-hmm.
So then you either go to college
Mm-hmm.
or you do sixth form.
Right.
And then you do uni after that.
Right. So it's adapting to here, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But a lot of our people, well, say people, a lot of people here, they don't do, like a lot of the Americans go back to school and learn for years after when they're
Mm-hmm.
like in their 25s.
All right.
That's something that doesn't happen over here a lot.
Really, see, I don't change professions as often as we do.
No, no.
Wow. That's insane because, oh God, the number of years I've got two master's degree. I got a doctorate and a master's, so I didn't finish that till my mid 30s.
But I done an A level and I
Mm-hmm.
finished that when I was 26.
Right,
And I done that through Cambridge Uni.
right.
So, but going back to learn just don't appeal to me now.
Oh God, I can't stop it. There is tapping I want to learn, EFF I want to learn. Um, I would love to get into some more metaphysical medicine. Um, and then I have this whole knack for like reading legal law, and I'd like to I'll never be a lawyer, but I think there's a way to find a use for that in metaphysics. I want to learn hypnosis. There's a few more coaching classes I want to take that are more designed for specialized coaching. Um, so yeah, I'm in classes all the time.
Thing is, what I done in uni was information, advice, and guidance.
Right.
So for me, that's all I needed to do.
Mhm.
Then my life changed, and then I thought, no, I'm going to start doing what's right for me. So it's
Right.
never too late to change to change your views on life.
It's never too late to change your views, but you also have to get out of that limiting belief of I could never.
Yeah, yeah,
I could never get on a plane and fly somewhere that I've never been. I could never, I could never host an international, show. I could. Those are limiting beliefs. You got to
yeah.
learn. You got to be willing to learn. You got to be willing to play.
I am going to look into getting my own YouTube started.
Yay!
I know.
Grab the
I
camera, grab your
know.
phone, sit down, have a conversation, have some fun.
Give it a go. That's all I can do.
Yes, yes, give it a go. I believe this week we're going to start releasing vlogs to the YouTubers. Me sitting down and having coffee with them and talking. Like, believe me, this vlog coming up will be about the insanity of scheduling. Um, and how it is an art form to be my operations manager. Like Joe spent 6 hours this morning trying to figure out how we're going to pull all this off.
See, I use my calendar for that. You know how I swear by my
Right,
calendar.
right.
Every time I get a reading booked in, the first thing I do is mark it off on my calendar.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've even got a system. You're going to be proud of me. Because I've got the baby on the 17th. I've got him all day and all night.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my big black pen. Because
Mm-hmm.
then I know not to book nothing in while he's here.
Right.
I put the birthdays in red.
Mm-hmm.
I put things I've got to do in blue. So I've got it all in a system.
Right.
And that's
See,
how it works with me.
I have it all in a system, and the system is getting more and more refined every week.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I've got a lot of balls moving in the air.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, what job title am I wearing right now? Am I YouTube? Am I host it? Am I podcaster, DJ, psychic, advisor, coach, husband, houseman? There's like, and I wrote this article a couple years ago about all the hats you wear as in a business. and all the other parts. And what I love is my life just keeps expanding.
Yeah.
And now
Yeah.
it's tic-tac-toe. Okay.
I wouldn't say mine is expanding work-wise because I'm happy with how work is.
Mm-hmm.
But mine is expanding in family enrichment, if that makes sense.
Makes total sense. Mine's expanding in career, mine's expanding in creativity, mine's expanding
Yeah.
in, you know, different things that I want to go and do.
Yeah.
And, you know, keeping my health up, keeping my relationships up, keeping my career moving. These are all things that's like, yeah. Plus, oh, yeah, I'm writing 2 books at the
Yeah.
same time and developing an oracle deck.
God, see, for me, I think because like I keep the house going on my own,
Mm-hmm.
I have the animals, the ginger thing is sleeping behind me.
Oh,
And
hell yeah,
that's what I
baby.
think our dynamics are different.
Very much so.
Do you want to
Because,
see the baby? Do you want to see the
yeah.
ginger ninja?
Oh, please. He can't. When we first started podcasting, he fit in your hand.
He won't now. Oh,
Aw. Hello, sweetie. How
there
are
he is.
you? Aw, mommy woke
Don't
you up
bite.
from your nap.
Don't bite.
Aw.
And he's now gone right ginger.
Uh-huh.
And he's still got his heart on the other side.
How cute. How cute.
So, oh, go on,
Yes, he
piss
has.
off. Oh, you're going to sit up there now, are you?
Yep.
He's hard work, he is. He bites and everything.
Uh-huh. Told you he would. Our first show, he was climbing her legs. That's how small he was.
Yeah, and I was sat here and I was like, fuck, 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 fuck.
Yep. Oh, but no. So, I'm expanding and contracting at the same time because I'm going to not be using my energy for things I don't enjoy anymore.
Yeah,
When it
yeah,
becomes boring, I'm leaving.
yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. We got to use our energies the best way that we feel
Right.
serves us.
And we can create our own lives. And I think that's what people get stuck in. Is this,
Yeah.
well, you know, my life is predestined. Yes, it is predestined. But how you get there is the fun part.
It's never too late to take that leap of faith.
No, it isn't.
Never, ever.
Right.
And
So
I think that's what people need to be aware of, that they just need sometimes that little push to do it.
Mm-hmm. Or, for me, it was a need. And what I mean by that was the place that I'm, Dark Heart was like, we need DJs. And I'm like, I need money.
Yeah.
I make money when music is playing. All right, fine, I'll DJ.
Yeah.
Let's go figure out how to do this. Oh, there's a YouTube video. Yay, I love YouTube University.
Oh, see, I don't know. God, give me strength.
Yeah, give you something. Maybe whiskey.
Oh, do you know what? That was my grand's favourite drink.
Whiskey?
Whiskey.
Mm-hmm. Best medicinal property out there. Painkiller, antiviral, antibacterial. It'll clean you out and spit you up.
I tell you what, for an old lady, you wouldn't mess with her, that's for sure.
Of course not.
And it had to be Bell's whiskey. No other whiskey but Bell's.
Interesting. I don't know. I've got a bottle of Scottish whiskey I'm aging.
Just be careful if you ever drink it, it'll blow your socks off.
Of course I want to drink it. When I make $1 million, I'll drink it.
Good. So if you come on live absolutely hammered, we know why.
Yep, I have signed the contract. I have made $1 million.
Oh, God. God. I messed up this week.
You did.
So we need to talk about twin flames. Because I don't know what happened with my book. Hang on. Because I've got I've got for the 5th twin flames conversation about life partners.
That is the 12th.
Oh, well, I apologize, guys.
That's okay.
I apologize.
Okay.
I do mess up.
Of course we do. We're not God. We're just divine sparks. So anyhow, to script, all you need is a notebook and a pen that you like writing with. And you're going to write a journal entry the same as you would sit down and journal your everyday life. Except this is the life you want. Like, do you want to be, on the best-selling authors list? Do you want that man that just walks in, sweeps you off your feet, and carries you off to, wherever?
Okay.
Or a woman that, drives up in a dually and says, "Get in, we're hitting the mud." I mean, what do you want your life to look at? And get graphic details.
The more graphic you can be, the better.
Exactly. And I do mean totally graphic.
So there's no good writing, I want a man to sweep me off my feet. You need to put his height, his weight, his hair color, the color of his eyes, the skin
His
tone.
relationship styles.
Yeah.
What I mean by that is understand, I now have a fabulous mother-in-law. When I was, I don't care for people that interfere in my relationships.
No.
Okay, especially family. So, when I'm scripting about relationships, it's like, who is independent from family and connection and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Get graphic. Do they drink coffee in the morning? Can they make coffee? Do they cook? Do they, what do you want this man to do? Because a lot of people get these relationships and it's like, oh, well, that's cute. He does nothing except play video games. I'm so grateful to have a husband. Please. Is that what you really want? No, you want that romance novel, dude, you've been reading. Ooh, that's interesting. So Shannon writes books. She's been writing books forever. She writes fantasy, I believe, and dark humor. Young adult, correct, Shannon, or are you smutty? I can't remember which.
So the sounds of Shannon, it's a bit of both.
No, because young adult is, they went upstairs to the bedroom. The next morning, he made eggs for her. Smutty, okay, we love Smutty.
Shannon, you'll have to send me a message with what your books are called and where I can get them.
Exactly. Ooh.
Brenda, how long do you want that friendship to last?
Okay. So anyhow, apparently a scam company tried to come and get the rights to her books. Never give away your rights to anything. Your name, your books, your videos, everything. Own your damn copyright. And enforce it with flair.
See, you've got to be so careful because people will try and steal anything these days.
Right, and this is things that people don't get and we've seen so many people, especially in our industry, they'll get with a network and it's, oh yeah, you can own the copyrights to my name. No.
Yeah.
no company gets the copyrights to Aeson. I own the copyright to Aeson. I own the copyright to Aeson Inc., Aeson Education, Psychic Check, like all those are copywritten, trademarked. I own them. You better not be using them without request, or I'll send my lawyer to your door.
Yeah. I think that's called plagiarism, isn't it? Or plagiarism or something.
It's called copyright infringement.
I know over years got a different name.
Well, plagiarism is when someone steals your writings and calls it their own.
We have a lot of that going on over here.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's a lot of music rights going on over there. That's a big problem.
Yes. Yeah.
So anyway, and you do this day after day. You write take your life 10 years into the future. What do you want it to look like? And sit there and write it out. As if it's a normal journal entry. What are we doing here? We are taking our focus, doing our creative energy, and telling the universe, give me that Sirius radio station. Let's go. Come on. Deliver.
So if, some people find stressful writing a journal, so tell yourself it's a wish list.
Right.
Because that's basically what you're doing. You're writing all your wishes down on what you want.
Mm-hmm. Deliver me those plane tickets to Germany so that I can go have a conversation in Berlin. Deliver me, I'm telling you, these are things I'm telling the universe. I'm going to share it with you. Deliver me the plane tickets to Berlin so that I can have a conversation. Deliver me, the red sports car that is automatic and is convertible. Deliver me the bigger house where I have my operations outside my house. Deliver me the Sirius XM station. Deliver me the agent to market my books. On and on. Like boom, 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 boom. Things I want. How I want them. Right down to the color of sheets I want on the bed when I walk into the hotel room. That's the graphic level you've got to get to.
Yeah.
Because then the universe ain't got any room to move. It's like, he wants Sirius XM channel 1047, the psychic coffee shop that plays all genres of music and has 7 podcasts a week. Well, 7 shows a week.
You need to write down your sheets in the hotel room, because knowing your luck, you'd walk in and somebody you've left skidders everywhere.
No, my luck, they'd still be there. The number of times I've got booked into a hotel room, walk in, and it's still got a guest in it that's living.
Oh, God.
The dead ones, I make them go out for coffee. Fill up the ice bucket. Make ghosts useful.
You don't get nothing over here. You just get a bed in a room.
No, I believe it's the Hyatt over there is gorgeous.
The what?
I think it's the Hyatt in England.
In London.
Yeah.
No, it's not called that. I know what you mean. Hang on.
It's the one Harry stayed at.
Harrods. No, that's the shop.
Right.
The Savoy.
Correct.
Yeah. The Savoy is very, very posh.
Right. The company can book me there when I'm on tour.
Have you done a Google look of Savoy?
I have.
It is tremendous.
Mm-hmm.
The furthest I've gone to the Savoy is sitting in there and having a cup of tea.
Surprised you didn't go to the pub.
I'm not paying £18 for a pint.
Not bad for a pint.
I'd rather go down the shop and buy 20 cans for that.
It's the experience, darling. It's the experience you're paying for.
I feel really out of place in places like that.
Right.
Because that's just not me.
Brenda, they got to work on that cute part. Like, the universe is really messed up on the idea of what is cute.
Now, I wouldn't call a partner cute. I call my grandson cute, but I would never call a partner cute.
Okay.
Because for me, cute is a word you use with children.
Understandable.
Isn't it weird how, like, we are opposite sides of the world, but different words mean different things?
They do. They do. Um, and y'all use a few more words more often than we do.
Yeah. That's interesting.
You know. And then the other part of this was evidence tracking. When it occurs, like when I got the email from the agent, I went back and wrote in there, received email from meeting from agent.
See, it's putting out there what you want. It's putting out there exactly what you want, not what you want in general.
Yeah, no generalities. The only generalities are in general is, um, when. You don't care
Yeah,
about when. What you care about is how.
yeah,
You don't want to become a millionaire because someone had a massive, you were in a massive car accident and you won a lawsuit.
yeah.
How did you get to that million? Well, I got to that million because I sold, 40,000 books last year. We released 5 new titles last year.
I received that million by going down the docks and giving the fishermen smiles.
Oh, watch those smiles, honey. They'll get you out on the ship, and before I know it, you'll be in Barbados.
Oh, God, you won't catch me on any bloody ship, I could tell you now.
Oh, why not? Why not? I mean, I would be lovely. I would be happy to take, a steamer across the ocean for 3 weeks.
Oh, the only ship I've been on is the one to the Isle of Wight.
Oh, have you been to the Isle of Man?
No,
Ah,
no. I've been to the Isle of Wight. That is such a beautiful place to go.
mm-hmm.
But then they have lots of hills there as well.
Right,
Because when you think of an island, you think it's all flat.
right.
But it's not.
No, it's actually the top of a mountain and it's under the sea.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's not technical. It's not hard, but it's using the metaphysical principles of creativity.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know, and after you write it, feel it. What's it feel like to have a fine Italian suit on, or to put on designer pumps? The suppleness of the leather, the smoothness of the silk.
But I don't think I would do that.
Again, you can create your own reality.
Because I live in my Nikes.
Oh no, no. I'm in cowboy boots. I'll be in tennis shoes this weekend because I have to be. But no, like I'm normally in boots, heels, sandals.
I love my Nikes and my Skechers. I live in them.
Uh-huh.
But I think that's the old woman in me coming out.
Probably. Now, granted, when I was 23, I was in 6 to 9 inch high heels 4 to 8 hours a day.
Bugger that. I can't even walk down the path in high heels.
I can run in high heels. I'm more comfortable in heels than I am in tennis shoes.
Really?
Yeah. Especially
See?
the higher the heel, the sharper the point, the more I can pivot. I'm much more comfortable.
London Fashion Week, here we come.
Yes. Oh, yes. Forget London. Let's go to Paris Fashion Week and do a
No,
psychic review of every designer.
I wore heels when I was younger, but I couldn't wear them now.
Oh, I can.
Oh, no.
Like, I've got a pair
Definitely
of
not.
when my back is just murdering me. I've got a pair of heels now I'll slip on.
I got more of the Gavin and Stacey vibe.
Um, but not like what do you and if anything in the world was possible, which it is, like you have to step out of those limiting beliefs of I and remove the word I can't from your vocabulary.
Yeah.
It's like using the word ain't. That ain't a thing. Yeah, it is. It just ain't a thing
Yeah.
in your reality.
It's crazy how sometimes that nudge in the right
Mhm.
direction is good for you.
Right.
It really is. And that nudge can make so much difference to somebody's life.
Yeah. But we get raised in a reality that, things happen to us instead of things happening for us.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree with that. I agree with that. I've got a saying: you can't blame anybody for your life because your life is what you make it.
Right. And, yes, tragic things happen. Yes, horrible things happen. But you know what? Those get you to the next thing,
Yeah.
the next direction.
Yeah. I always say, pull yourself up, dust yourself down, and plod along.
See, I say two tears in the bucket, motherfucker. I am Gen X completely. Do we want to talk about feelings? Okay. Someone give me some ice cream and some whiskey because I'm going to need it to get through this.
I'm just politer than you.
You are. You are
I'm,
severely more politer than me.
I'm being good as well because my auntie said she's watching tonight.
Well, hello, Auntie. How are you? I'm the American friend that's an ass and known for it.
She watched our podcast yesterday because she was away last week,
Uh huh.
and she said she thoroughly enjoyed it.
Good, good. But, and I think Gen Alpha is changing a lot of the stuff that we learned as kids.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And there's Brenda saying hi.
Yep, there we go. In case the live chat doesn't get saved or she's
There
on
we
Facebook
go.
or whatever. But, like growing up, we were, like words that, people would be fearful of saying to the, like, keep crying, I'm going to give you something to cry for.
Yeah, yeah.
Um, dust it off and move on.
If my nan said that to me when I was little, I would run like fuck. I
Right.
would stop crying before she even finished the sentence.
Yeah, but if you said that to a kid today, oh my God, services would be at your door.
Yeah, yeah, they would. They
And what
would.
and it taught us resilience. It really did.
Yeah, yeah. It's as we said a few weeks ago, you look at how different the worlds are apart now.
Oh God, totally.
I can't wait for Parker to start walking, to put him in a pair of wellies, to find the muddy puddles and get filthy.
Oh God.
I can't wait for that
Make
because
sure you're
that's,
right beside him.
of course, I'll be the one jumping the highest.
Mm-hmm. You
Because
know,
that's part and parcel of growing up now. Whereas technology with kids have pulled the other way, I think.
see, I think it's even more than that. It's the parents that have pulled them that way. And what I
Yeah,
mean by that is they don't want to spend time with their kids. They will hand them an iPad to entertain them. They will hand
yeah,
them a phone to entertain them. They don't want them to go out because stranger danger. When we were kids, it's 9 o'clock, get the hell out.
Yeah.
And they'd lock the door.
Yeah. We had a thing in Wales where when the street lights come on, that was the time to go home.
Yeah.
But you can't do that these days because there's so many, I'm not going to use the word different, but so many strange people that move into the neighborhoods that you don't know, so you're unsure who they are.
Right.
So you protect your kids a little bit more.
See, I would still be that parent. I'm like, get the hell out. You got a yard, go play. You got a bike, go ride it. There's a park down the street, take off. I'll see you in 4 hours.
I think that's because, like, we're on top of each other here, as you know.
Mm-hmm.
And there's so many people coming and going.
Mm-hmm.
You don't know nothing about them. And I think it's just more cautious than anything.
I think it's more fearfulness. Here's an example. I live in Podunkville. Granted, I got neighbors on all 5, 6 sides of me. Well, 1, 2, 3. All 4 sides. It's Podunkville. Most of these people don't lock their cars. Most of these people barely lock their houses. Why? Because it's Podunkville.
See, now that's a totally different way that we live over here.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as you've answered the door, you lock the door. You keep your cars closed, locked all the time, even when they're on the driveway.
Right. And to be honest, I'd leave my car unlocked because it's cheaper to replace a stereo than replace a windshield or to replace a door. I mean, what are they going to get out of it? My trash from the Comac?
Thing is, they don't just take those things here, they'll take your car.
That's cute. I pay for full coverage. I need a new car.
Over here, they got a thing. You know, my letterbox is there.
Yeah.
When I go to bed, my keys are out of the door and in a totally different room because over here, they'll put a coat hanger in the letterbox, take your keys out of the door, pull them through the letterbox, and then break into your house.
That takes some skill.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, that takes some skill. Let's get real with it. That takes some skill. Let's put them to use.
Where's the nearest bank vault?
No, not the nearest bank vault, honey. No. We've got artifacts over there that needs to be rescued out of the earth. We've got lakes that has items in it that needs to be found. See, this is the problem. Humans have gotten bored. And they're not being put to use.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of we spend billions of dollars on prisons to feed them, house them, and store them instead of putting them to work.
Have you heard what they're doing over here with the prisons at the moment? Because they're so overcrowded, they're allowing prisoners out 6 weeks early from their release date.
Okay.
And putting them on tag because they have no room left in the prisons. They are completely chock-a-block and overfull.
Right. Well, that's when we got to look at the prison system and ask ourselves, what are we doing with these humans?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. What can we do? Well, it's like West Virginia. We have a ton of ghost towns. What I mean by that is nobody lives there.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not talking violent, murderous offenders. I'm talking white-collar crimes, that type of thing. Plop them down there and get them producing. We need furniture. Ashley Furniture burnt down. We need furniture produced. Get to the woodworking.
Yeah. I'm a great believer in, if the offence isn't damaging to anybody else, get them on community service because there's plenty of people that need trees cut in. Put them to man labour so that they've got to get their hands dirty. They've got to make a difference.
Right. And people think I'm atrocious. Like, oh my God, you want them to work while they're in. Yes.
Yeah.
And figure out how to operate in society.
Yeah. That's actually a good point.
Right. Right. But that's the way it is. But imagine if they
Yeah.
had to live in their own little town.
Yeah.
Like it's fenced off, it's layered off. If they leave this town, they're in trouble. When I say trouble, they go to real prison. Yeah, they
We've
are.
got, Shannon will probably find this really interesting now. We've got over here a private prison. It's about half hour from where I was born.
Mm-hmm.
They have had 29 deaths
Mm-hmm.
in 6 months. And they
Yeah.
reckon there's nothing wrong with that prison.
Oh, there's a whole manageable level of things wrong with prisons. Our
Yes.
prisons are built on huge pieces of property that are all fenced up.
Yeah.
Okay. That is gorgeous, fertile land. Put them out there working in the garden.
Bloody hell, really?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
And this isn't a new concept. This is how we got Australia.
Yeah. Yeah. That's ridiculous, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really is.
And I've worked with prisoners. I'll be honest. If I ever get to the point that I have to have bodyguards, I'd rather have a prisoner.
Yeah.
Point
You know
blank.
you're safe.
I'm more, and this was funny. I've told this story on this channel before. If you're a new listener, sit down and get a cup of coffee. So I used to be Wiccan clergy for the Bureau of Prisons here in West Virginia. I had maybe 11, 12 guys, and every holiday ritual, they wanted to have the ritual outside, which is proper. No problem. And, the warden would always go, well, we can't give you a guard. And I look at him and said, give me a radio. I don't need a guard. He goes, what do you mean? I said, have you seen the bodybuilding men that I work with? Like, most of them can pick me up with one hand. And this is when I'm like 320 pounds. Like, I wasn't a lightweight at all. And he looks at me and goes, what do you mean they're dangerous? I'm like, they aren't dangerous. They're dangerous to you. They're not dangerous to me.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing, it's about respect as well.
It is. Respect how you're treated, how they treat you.
Yeah.
If you're honest with them, they're honest with you. You
How
pull
long
some
are
shady shit. Huh?
How long are your prisoners locked up a day there?
Depending on their level.
Right.
It's anywhere from 16 to 23 hours.
It's 23 hours in most of ours.
Yeah, that's insane. That's a waste of human life.
Yeah.
They're not learning anything.
It's
You're
crazy.
not rehabbing them.
No, that's the big thing here. A lot of the complaints are they come in out of prison worse than when they went in.
Right.
Because drugs are a massive thing in our prison system.
Well, what do you expect when you have someone 23 hours in a box?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, they're going to get up to something.
Yeah.
Whereas if they're in a box, in their cell, say 8 hours a day, they have to go to chow, they're required to take their showers, and they're at work 10 hours a day doing something from, running a sewing machine and making sheets to working the garden to making the uniforms. Like, if you look at a prison and the money we spend, not on guards, guards is probably the least amount of expense. We're talking to feed and house and clothe these people. When these are things they could do themselves if taught, supervised, and organized.
Yeah.
Okay? And this is really a real thing because they build their own communities there. We see that, the human nature is to build a tribe.
Yeah. Yeah. So you've got a gang culture in your prisons as well.
Honey, we've had a gang culture in our prisons since the 1910s, if not before. But if you take that gang and you put them to use, and what I mean by that is they're great at, creating things, they're great at growing things.
Yeah.
They already do this. You take the skill and you put it to use.
There's one company it's not local to me, but it's in England.
Mm-hmm.
They will only take reformed prisoners. None of their staff are like off the street staff.
Mm-hmm.
They are all reformed prisoners because they deserve a second chance.
Well, not only that, but when they get to, and, this is how I would handle if it was me. Let's say we got Blood Crips and, I don't know, Anarchist. One of the Bloods get in trouble, all the Bloods get in trouble.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Yeah.
none of them is stepping out of line.
Yeah.
None of them is going to step out of line because they know that everybody's going to the block for a month.
Yeah.
Okay, you let them govern themselves. And that, I think, would be wonderful to see. I mean, if we look at Australian prisons, they do this whole colony thing still. All farmland. It works immensely well. Their repopulational problem is next to nothing.
Yeah. Do you have a high level of repeat offenders?
Yes, 88%.
Yeah, ours is the same.
Yeah, and it's because we have abandoned we have abandoned them because we would rather house the body than feed the soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So what you doing this week?
I'm doing my normal 8 through to midnight, but I do have my good few hours off in the afternoon.
Okay.
I'll be on Life Reader and Fortunica.
Awesome.
And of course, you can always contact me via Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm about one way or the other.
Right.
And yourself?
I'm on variable evening and night shifts. Okay. It's just how it is. It works for me. It works for my clients. I'm going to be on all of them.
Yeah.
If there's a platform I'm not on and you want to find me there, well, come and ask. Come and find out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Do we have a discount code? Because I know there's a sale going on right now on Fortunica. I need to put this in post-it note. Yes, 4th and 5th. This is the last day of this sale. It's Mercury in retrograde in Virgo. 15% off all card readings. Here's your link, guys. And this is on the Fortunica app. You have to download the app to get it there. And for our listening audience, it'll be in the show description.
What I will say is if you're going to do that on Fortunica, do it quick because they're a German company, so I think they're an hour behind me. So if it's like for the 4th and the 5th, you need to get those readings bought now because of our time difference.
Right, but I think it won't change till in the morning.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, just to give everybody the chance.
Right.
That's
and they
perhaps
always have some good deals over there. And card reading, me and you both do. We're both going to be on. You have to search us. There's no direct link for us, guys. You're going to flip through the available advisors, and you're going to look for my face or Hazel's face.
Yeah. And don't forget, guys, they take us about an hour, maybe longer to do because we have more intense work with them. So be patient with us to do them.
Right. My average return is 5 hours, guys. I'll be blunt on this. I've got, because that reading is over, I think, 1,000 characters. It's going to be at least a 3 card. You better come with your name, your birthday, and your question. Let's not waste time. So I can give you the entrance.
With that, with those readings, I use 4 cards, and I generally do between 3,000 and 3,005 words, characters.
So those are the sales going on this week. I will be at Pagan Pride in Hollygrove Park on Saturday. Gates open at 11. I'll be doing readings. I will be doing Reiki healings, Reiki top ups, and also I'll be teaching a class called Your Grandmother Was a Witch, Get Over It.
Oh, okay.
Okay? So come see me. The class is free. The readings are, they range from $5 to $20.
So go and try it, guys. You won't be disappointed.
Right. And this is one of the few public in-person events I do. Now, granted, I'm working on a project to do a few more in-person events, but that ain't going to be announced until it's for certain.
Yeah.
All right. So with that, guys, we want to thank our supporters. Thank you, Beverly Walker, Mika G, Brenda, Joan Owen, Shannon C, Shannon D, Lady Gwendolyn, Caitlin Bell, Devin, and Margaret Murray. If you would like to support the show, please visit us at PCSPnetwork.com. And I will see you tomorrow night at 8 p.m. for the Psychic Coffee Shop. We will be delving into just what Mercury is up to. So with that,
And next week, guys, we have got love and relationships.
Yes, we're going to be talking twin flames, soulmates, and life partners. What's the difference? Is there a difference? What's it matter? And just how many people are going to be waiting for you at the other side going, oh, she's mine, and why that occurs. All right, guys? So we'll be talking to you then. Bye, guys.
Bye.